my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. Ain't leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, move me. Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me big.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Bills had 7 and 4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready, set. Shot, 17.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Check. Lucky. Mike, 60.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, his throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Tua going to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He spins free. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Play action. Now it's Allen. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready? Double time. 55
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. In motion right is Watkins. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Ready. Clock 40.
2 and now on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to roam now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion left is Watkins.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Let's go now. 52 blue. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit, start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there, but obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. Oh, he still makes the catch, even though it was tipped at the line. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On play action, Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 65 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pretty big plays there back-to-back to begin this drive, and now they're already on the edge of the end zone.
Yeah, 1st and goal, and it's time for me to pay off those big guys up front. The only way they want to see the ball in the air is on a toss or a pitch. They want to run it into the end zone and show true dominance as they've exhibited in this drive.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Second and 9 from the 44. They'll try and run some clock here as they... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And at this stage, in the 4th, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Let's go, D. Slip. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check you.
Throwing on second and 14. Tua dancing to his left. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. That's Tua's running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got room. Past the 20. 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Tua to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, It's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the greatest of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. Good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got awards. Lyrical exercise, this what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamouse who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. I'm the great. Next level. I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Remember me.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a bro like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind.